welcome to a new video. More vlogs coming your way, hopefully. I'll be honest, I have not felt like picking up the camera at all. Every day I feel more and more tired, and I think I'm gonna feel better the next day and the next day, and then it never happens. But I made myself today. It's like the 10th of January. I'm supposed to upload, well, I used to upload on Wednesdays, and it's Wednesday today, so that's not gonna happen. But the new goal is just once a week, maybe Fridays, maybe Thursdays, something like that. Let's say Fridays for now and see how that goes. That gives me the whole week to sort of try and get a video done and uploaded, because life right now is just, it's just a lot. So let's have a little bit of a recap, because it's been so long since I've spoken to you guys, hasn't it? Oh my God, was the last video the gender reveal? I think it was. And I actually meant to do a part 2 and just sit and talk to you about finding out that we're having another boy and how I felt and all that stuff, but I've just totally forgotten, and Christmas came and it's been and gone. But yeah, we're really excited. We're really glad we found out, because we have so much boy stuff that we can now go through and organise, and I can do the nursery, and it just feels nice being planned out this time. Last time having the boys we didn't find out, and that was really exciting, but now I kind of know that I don't want any more children, so it's just nice to sort of have a bit more of a plan and know what we're going into and things like that. So yeah, we're very excited, and I'm going to be very, very outnumbered over here. So boy mums, give me all the tips and advice, please, because I can't believe I'm going to have 4 men in the house and a dog. Maybe I should get a girly dog next, just to keep me company. How was everybody's Christmas and New Year? I hope you had a lovely time. We spent it with so much family. Christmas we spent with mine, and then New Year we spent with Alad's parents. So that was so, so nice. The boys loved having all the company, because they were not used to that in previous years, and it's just so sweet to see them get to know everybody and really enjoy time with everybody again after being away for so long. So yeah, we had a lovely time. It feels like ages ago now, Christmas, doesn't it? 10th of January today. I mean, I thought I was never going to get a video up this month, because it was just, days were going by and I was just not picking up this camera, but we're doing it today. I'm very prepared to get organised, motivated, set some intentions, and just feel a bit more on top of things, because right now I feel like I'm sinking. I am entering the 3rd trimester this weekend. Just saying it makes me freaked out, because I'm just so unprepared. I feel like the last time when you're first pregnant with your first baby, you have so much time to think about it and get organised and figure out what you need. And I think because everything's new, you are like very prepared in that sense. And this time around, I'm just like, I keep forgetting that I'm pregnant, and it just doesn't feel like it's happening. And yeah, we're like 12 weeks away. So that's frightening me. But I am one of those people that once I'm really stressed, I do everything. I just leave everything to the last minute, but I would like to be a bit more organised, please. So shall I show you the bump before we get started? Because I am 26, 27 weeks, I think now, and it's really, Christmas has really, really got me popping. Look at that. Actually, it doesn't look as big on the camera, but whew, it feels it. It really feels it, and I am so out of breath all the time. Walking's become really hard. I actually did my first workout yesterday of, well, obviously not this year, but for the last, like, since we left mum's in the summer. So yeah, a long, long time, and I felt so much better for it. So there's one intention, to try and work out, and I'm going to try and keep consistent until baby comes. So let's get going. Let's start our little plan for 2024. So basically what I did was I looked back at my 2023 goals, and guys, I nearly died. I don't think there was one thing that I achieved, and it actually made me feel really bummed out and annoyed. So I don't want to do that this year. I mean, last year was a bit of a wild card of a year, because one, at the time I made those goals, for one, I made 23 goals, which is insane. What was I thinking? I was obviously very ambitious going into 2023. But yeah, we didn't know that we were going to relocate, which was a huge thing. And we didn't know that I was going to get pregnant halfway through the year. So there's been a few hurdles last year, which I feel like took a toll on those goals. I forgot about goals and intentions of the year, and I hope this year is going to be a bit more slow and a bit more peaceful, because that was very, very stressful really for us last year. So we know we're not going to be moving anytime soon for a long time now. The housing market is very different in the UK, so we're staying put. And with the baby coming, obviously I'm not going to set my intentions like sky high. Definitely not making 23 goals. So we're going to look at like 10 things. I'm going to try and categorize them so that if one of you is struggling in a certain area, or you want to also have goals in one area, maybe that will help you. And then I want to take some action steps to actually get these goals done. I think one thing that I do wrong sometimes is I set goals that are like not actually like things you can tick off your list. I set things like be better with nail care or read 20 books, and like throughout the year you just sort of forget how many you've done or what you've done, and it's just too much to even remember. So I want to set the intentions for specific months of the year so that I can look back and be like, right, this month this is my project, or this was what I was aiming to do, and then obviously I can work around baby coming. So all that to say, I have written on my computer, which is slightly behind the camera, some of the goals that I want to have. And I also today want to make a vision board with you guys, because I feel like I've never done that. So many people are doing it all over the internet and it just looks fun, and then maybe we can put it on my laptop as a screensaver and it will remind me every day of things that I want to do. So that's the idea. I will sit here now and I'm going to list out the actual points that I want to be my intentions and goals, and maybe I'll sort them out into like the months, like I said, so that some months maybe we'll be free of doing things and other months we'll have more to do. Like before April we're going to have a bit more to do, and then a bit later on, because I am going out for a walk in like 15 minutes, we can do the vision board together. So that's the plan. But for right now I need to finish my coffee because it's going to go cold, and it's a really good coffee. It's taken me, when did we move in? September. 3 or 4 months to figure out my coffee machine. Luckily my stepdad helped me undoing it all. Apparently there's a dial in the bit where the coffee grinds are. Never even knew. Had this coffee machine for 4 years, and you can change the amount that it's grinding the beans. So yeah, we got into that and we figured it out, and now the coffee is so good. I can't wait till I can have more than 1 cup of coffee a day. Actually, my midwife here told me I shouldn't have any coffee, but in the US I was allowed 1 coffee a day. I think it was like 200 milligrams of caffeine. So I mean, I have to. I have to, and I know some people that do, so I'm not worrying about that. But yeah, we are gonna crack on with this. Let me sort out my intentions, and I'll be back a bit later to run through them with you. It's quite a lot later now. I went on a really lovely walk. Just the most gorgeous day. Can you see the sun shining in through the windows? Cold but sunny, and once you get walking you warm up, and it's just beautiful. So I was going to talk to you. I've done quite a lot. I'm pleased with my progress today. So I went through my 2023 goals again, and I've kept a few of them just to look back on, because they sort of coincide with this year's again, or they're things that I want to sort of remember throughout the year. I think I'm going to try on the 1st of every month relook at my goals, because last year I set them all and then totally forgot about them. I don't think I thought about them until 2024 rolled around. So I want to try and be better at remembering what I had planned for the year, because I feel like that's one thing with New Year, is you get inspired and motivated to do a lot of stuff, and then as the year rolls around things become stressful, things happen, and you just sort of forget about things that you were aiming to do, or at least I do anyway. And now let's talk about 2024. I'm going to run through this really quickly because I want to try and fit in making a vision board with you guys before I go and pick the boys up from nursery, and I don't have long. So let's just run through the goals and why I've picked them. So first we'll talk about health and fitness. This is always a goal for me. I feel like before I had babies I felt really good. Going back to 2019 I was really focused on exercising every day and eating right, and honestly I've never felt better, and I just want to get back to that. It's so hard when you are so preoccupied. I know a lot of people use that as an excuse, and I am using it as an excuse because everybody has half an hour a day to do some exercise, but I find every reason, and every night is a different night, and every sleep is a different sleep, but it really is, it boils down to like just getting it done. So we're having that there. more so than exercise, just tracking what I'm eating a little bit more. The more the nutrients, not calories, just nutrients, and like the good foods that I'm putting in my body versus the bad ones. Just be a little bit more aware of that would be helpful. And then in terms of exercise, I've said I want to walk every day, and if I'm not walking the dog, and by walking I mean like a substantial walk. Today I was out for about, I think, a good hour, so that's good for me. And if I'm not walking the dog, say Ali does it or something, I want to be getting on the bike, so I'm moving my body every day. And then I've put 3 weight sessions a week. That's what I really want to start implementing this year. As I said, I did my first one yesterday. I felt so good after it. I'm very sore today, so we're going for our second one tomorrow. But 3 seems like a really achievable number. And then I've put here morning hour. My idea behind this is to get up before the boys wake up. At the moment I'm getting up with them, and it's very stressful. I don't have enough time to do everything. I'm rushing, but I know come April, when the baby is due, I will be getting up earlier, and I will have time before they go to school to get things done with a newborn. So I'm scheduling that morning hour to come in around April, May, and not worry so much at the beginning of this year, and just enjoy my sleep while I can and my rest. Then we go into homemaking. I've got 3 things here. 1, declutter clothing. I have so much clothing to sort out, not only mine but the boys. I've got stuff in their drawers that don't fit them. I've got stuff in the attic that needs to be sorted out for the baby. So I'm scheduling this for March, because that's one thing that I think I can do when I'm really pregnant and finding it hard to do much else. So we're doing that in March. We're leaving that for a while. Also, I feel like spring will be coming, so I'll be looking at getting some new clothes out for the boys. Create a cleaning schedule. This I feel like I've already been like on top of a little bit this year, more than last year. I'm starting to do 1 or 2 things every day, and I've also started like a little plan of things I want to do every day, things Monday to Friday, and then things monthly, and I'm just building on that every day as I do little jobs here and there, finding a system that can cater to me, that I feel like works. Obviously days the boys are at school, I can do a little bit more. We're working on that. It's actually in the mid process. Let me know if you want to see it when I'm finished. Where are we? And then I've written habit stacking here. So this is just basically what I was saying, like I want to implement doing something every day. So say that's vacuuming on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. I want to put that alongside something else I do every day. Say I do a load of laundry. As soon as I finish the laundry, I do the vacuuming, so that I start to do it naturally without having to think about it or look at, right, what cleaning things do I need to do today? So that's sort of a broad goal. It can kind of spread across everything, but it's there just to think about. DIY, as I said, I want to do a lot of things around the house. I want to get the nursery done. At the moment it's just a guest room with a bed in and nothing else. We are going to keep the bed for a bit so that people can come and help us with the baby, but I want to sort the walls out, strip the walls of wallpaper, paint, get some shelves up, get a dresser in there, bits and pieces like that. Finish the playroom. I had ideas to paint the playroom. We painted it before we moved in. It was bright blue and we painted it all white, but I did want to do half the wall another colour. I've even got a sample of paint, and I was going to do that today with you guys, but I was again being way too ambitious with my plans. So that's another thing that we want to do, and I think I've slotted that into February. Try and do that in February because it's quite a smaller job, so we'll focus on the nursery now in January. Try and do a small DIY under the stairs. Now with this I want to do like paneling under the stairs, and I've seen like really cool inspo on Pinterest, which I'll show you another time, but I've actually put that way down the list in the year to August, September time, because I know it's not going to get done before baby comes, and then newborn months are going to be tough. Okay, moving on to the next category, which is self-care. I always like to have this in here because especially in motherhood I feel like we put ourselves last always, and I know I do, and I want to be better at doing things for me. One thing that I've been struggling with lately, and for probably a while and just haven't noticed it, is having guilt all the time. I feel guilty for not taking the dog on more exciting walks every day. I feel guilty for not taking the kids out on the weekend and doing more exciting things with them, and it's just crazy. Like I'm not benefiting anybody by feeling like that. And I read an article about how that's a common feeling, and that in a way it's crazy because you're only making yourself more unhappy. Can't explain it, but it's just this horrible like anxiety I get because I feel like I'm not doing enough. And especially kids, all they want is your love and attention. So I need to try and remember that. I don't need to be doing all these wild things every weekend with them. I've put more me time. I sit and watch TV most evenings after the boys have gone to bed and I've had dinner, and that's nice. I get my rest and that's all I ever want to do. But sometimes I think if I went and took a bath, or I don't know, just went out with friends or did something else, I always feel like I don't want to do anything else, and I think if I did, it would fill up my cup more than just sitting in front of the TV every night. So I'm putting that there, and then I'm just putting laugh more, because there's a statistic going around, I don't know if you've seen it on Instagram, how kids laugh like 300 times a day, and when you're an adult it's like something like 15 to 30 times a day, which I don't think I even do that. Or maybe it's a week, I don't know, but yeah, I just need to laugh more. And then the last category is the kids. I really want to soak up or try and be mindful about one-on-one time with the boys. So occasionally Aled will take one of them to the supermarket on the weekend, and I try and get him to take both so that I can have a bit of time out, but I need to try and enjoy one-on-one time with them. Sometimes Aled will take one of them to the supermarket and I get an hour or so with one of them at home to play with, or I will ask them if they want to go on a dog walk and just one of them will come and one of them will stay at home. And I need to just make more of those little bits of time, of those little pockets of time, to really enjoy each of the boys on their own, because soon we're adding another one to the mix and it just, the time whittles down and it's really hard to spend quality time with each of them alone. Do more activities that I love with them. I saw this on someone else's video for the new year and it really inspired me, and she said she hates going to like indoor playhouses or indoor soft plays, and I kind of get what she means. I don't hate it. The boys love going, so that makes me happy, and they go off and they play together, so I get to sit and rest. But unless I'm going with a friend, I'm like, I just don't want to sit in those places. So she was saying she's going to try and find more activities that she loves to do with her children, which I'm excited about, but then I'm also like not sure what that could be. Me and Ad have said that we're going to try and take the boys swimming on the weekends, so that could be really fun. That could be one thing that we implement. But yeah, just more things that we want to do with them, because I know they love that too, and if we're loving it, they're probably more likely to enjoy the time with us. Lastly, I've written photo books. I have umpty dumpty photos. Our storage is full, the iCloud storage on the phone, and it's bugging us so much. So I want to go through, make some yearly photo books for the boys, delete some photos, maybe put videos on hard drive. I don't know, what do you guys do with all your videos and photos? Because I can't just carry on like this. It's just too many. And it would also be so nice to like round everything up into years and have like albums, either virtually or printed. I mean, I like the idea of printed, but then you've got to store that stuff in your house too. So I don't know, but I need an idea for that. So we've slotted that into January, February, and then I put it in September because the boys will be turning 4 in September, so then I can do the year 3 to 4. Wow, 4, can't imagine being 4. But anyway, I hope I haven't like zoomed through that. I feel like I've been talking for so long, I don't want to bore you all, but let me know if anybody's got goals that are similar to mine. I'd love to know, and we can keep each other accountable throughout the year. And yeah, let me know if you want to know about my cleaning schedule when I finally finalise that. I think it's going to take me probably through January to get through it and figure out what system works for me and what jobs need doing through the week and monthly and stuff like that. So yeah, I am gonna crack on with the vision board now and I'll show you the final thing. But that's it for today's video. I know it's not the most funnest video to start the new year with, but I will be back with vlogs very, very soon. I just wanted to start slowly and easily into the new year and get myself organised and sorted, and this is really helping and making me feel good. So I hope it has for you guys too, and I will see you next week. Bye.